Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Frozen Synapse 2. We are well on our way toward being able to put together that next squad. Where are we at here? We have an extra unit here, we have 2 extra units here. So yeah, if we're going to keep it on like 4 units per squad, which seems to be a fairly good amount, we only need to hire 1 more guy before I feel comfortable rearranging here and getting us into 4 groups. And then after we've done that, we'll look into purchasing a new building. I don't know where exactly. Like, sort of what we have here, if we want to look at the city from this orientation. We have a building right in the center, and then we have one on the bottom left corner. So maybe the smart play would be to get, like, bottom right, top left. I know we're talking, like, three more buildings may as well be, like, 10 episodes into the future. But that may be where the plan is headed. So for the moment, I think we're probably just waiting again. We're sending people home. The base defense squad, yeah, they should probably go all the way back to the normal base. And once we have one of our squads regenerated, we can maybe send the strike team out on some contracts or something. I don't want to leave us with everybody either wounded or engaged and then have an incursion pop up, you know. So, I guess let's get going. Oh, wait, sorry. Before we get going, I made a decision. Units that distinguish themselves can earn names. This is how it's going. A member of Project Mayhem has no name, but he can earn one. So this guy, I said he was the king of our forces. That's not, that's not bad, right? King Flame. That's a pretty cool name. I wish my name was King Flame. It's probably a little bit too late to do rebranding now. Flame King or King? No, this is better. This is better. Congratulations, King Flame. And his name still kind of fits the, it's the scheme here, so I will not get confused about what kind of unit he is. Although, frankly, it doesn't really need to be... The icon is always visible. Anytime his name is visible, the icon's visible. Okay, let's get moving here. Everybody come home, everybody regenerate in your various, vats and whatever. Just really gross stuff. Oh, we have a call coming through. Well, this is certainly an unusual team. I think she's probably talking about Balakwa. I have to say, it's kind of intriguing that the council decided to put a freelancer in charge of city security. Am I in charge of city security? I kind of thought that my goal was pretty narrow, right, when we talked to Medem. I guess I should say, somebody said in the comments of the last episode, when I was like, oh man, if we keep discharging this minigun into the street, the police are going to come. Somebody was like, you're the police? That's not right, is it? Am I supposed to be the police? I thought I'm a mercenary force hired for a pretty narrow job of dealing with Sonata. I believe the city has police, doesn't it? When we looked at the factions menu in the first episode, I thought I saw a police faction. I sure hope I'm not the police, both for my sake and for the sake of the city at large, because I'm not doing any of the things police need to do here. Also, I don't think I would make a very good cop. Depending on how you define good, I suppose. Guess they realized they needed an external perspective instead of a bunch of old boys scratching their chins at a subcommittee meeting. Maybe between us we can push things in a better direction. I still think Enya Nomad handled the Karen's palm situation in completely the wrong way. They just didn't have the right level of respect or consideration for it. You can't just hand over the controls to a complex shapeform, especially one that dangerous. But you can learn from them. That's what people don't seem to grasp. I grew up messing with the shape and trying to suss out its dynamics. It was the only creative outlet I had when I was young. People always expect it to deliver them a straight solution, or that it's some kind of shortcut, but there's way more nuance than that. I get where she's coming from, right? I kind of feel like people treat the internet as like a service or a shortcut in a lot of the same ways, and don't really respect it as like a phenomenon. There's a lot of ways in which we still have not adjusted to what the internet is, or like the knock-on effects that it has, the things about the internet that we did not intentionally engineer but that are no less real. You know what I mean? And I think as a society we're going to continue to suffer negative consequences from that until we bother to grapple with it. Like most things that humans build, the thing we built is a lot more than the thing we were building. And you know what we haven't done in a little while? I haven't looked at the shape control diagram. Like, where's my shape control? What's this? Is this us? This is my color, right? Why would I have control here? It's just like... everybody else's control is anchored around their buildings, right? Right, like we got a BU shape here with a BU building in the center of it. But I just have control over large areas. Are these places where I performed operations, or maybe places where I stopped incursions? You know what? This is a spot where we stopped. This is where the first incursion was, wasn't it? Maybe that is what we're seeing here. Is any place that I stop incursions, we get a little bit of control. That's interesting. I wonder if that's true for the other forces as well. If we let them actually stop an incursion, if they would get some shape control. Anyway, what are we doing? We'll just focus. SB, focus, man. All right, so we got home. We delivered our bond and our relic and everything. We have quite a few relics now. What are we looking at in terms of regen times? You guys are ready. You guys are... oh, sorry, you guys are not ready. You guys are ready in 2.5 hours. You guys are ready in about an hour. I think I'm going to hold off because I really want the strike team to be able to respond to incursions. We can use the second defense squad to run contracts because they're definitely our weakest team. So we're going to chill until they are. Never mind. Oh, geez. All right, well, strike team's on it. Kind of a weird squad, but powerful. Yeah, we really need to get a building over here somewhere. Given geometries, recruiting human workers. I mean, that's fine. It depends on what is meant by recruiting, I suppose. I'm going to have the second defense squad move over to our second building. Because right now, both of our squads are like way off in the corner, and that does not seem like a good recipe for responding to the woes of the various district governors. Is this a strike team? Oh, Guest is trying to beat us to the Relic. Shoot. There's not really a lot I can do about that. This is why we need to have better response times. So Clearhold has decreased their funding to Division 3 by $10,000, and Guest has successfully attacked Sonata at the Transformer Station. Very disappointing to me that we needed to call on another faction to help us with Sonata. You didn't need to, you chose to. Don't blame me for this. Alright, here's a question. Guest defeated the incursion and have recovered the relic. You should consider chasing them down and trying to recover it. That's what my question was about to be, was should we try to intercept this squad and steal the relic from them? Better be prepared for war if you try it, though. Their squad is listed as partial now. They suffered losses. Like, we do that, right? Intercept partial strike team 1 with our strike team. Listen, I agree with the things that Guest... I agree with Guest's stated goals and beliefs, is maybe the way I should put that. We don't necessarily know what their actual goals and beliefs are. You shouldn't assume that those two things are the same. But also, it's very dangerous for people who aren't me to have these relics. Okay. Can we have a look at them now? We still can't actually see what's in their squad. I'm still not clear about what the deal is with this. Like, when do we get visibility into what a team is made up of and when don't we? Yeah, okay. Let's interrupt them. I'm going to call Brianna Bartleby and see if she will just hand it over nicely. She's not going to, right? Her whole deal is that monolithic powers should not be in charge of all the things, and that, I guess that is me. That's pretty much me. I am a mysterious, unaccountable force here to take all the things over. But also, I need that relic for a lot of reasons, including the fact that I need the cash. I'm going to call her up. I will demand the relic. It's time to clear you out. Guests are attacking our forces. Well, let's have at them then. Dead. So they got an assault rifle, a toxic grenade. This is a big force they brought. Was that it? The assault rifle and the toxic grenade? Okay. Grenade guy has the stuff. And he's in position to just leave. But we're not attacking them, right? They're attacking us. So I think that makes a difference. Alright, so you need to approach like this. Their assault rifle guy is hiding behind a wall right now, which I think is going to be pretty beneficial for me. This looks like it's going to be bad, though. Really can't see that from there? Okay. Okay, you need to like get over to a position where the wall is blocking. Okay. This is a plan. And King Flame over here is just not in his element right now. I don't even know if I think I kind of just want him to get behind the wall and chill out. Like, he's not going to be able to approach in time. And here's the big question. Okay. Big answer is no. This unit cannot meaningfully contribute to combat this turn, and pretty much will just have to walk. Alright, so if we get here, and we duck. And then, oops, that's on the wrong node there. Sorry, this... Select this node, then duck, then do that. Maybe try to get lucky, basically. If you were to just walk forward. Okay, yeah, they're gonna outrun that grenade considerably, although they do get shot in the face. I think I'm comfortable with these orders. And if that grenade launcher fires, I think at any point during this turn, it won't actually be able to reach us. I think we're in no danger from the grenade unit yet. Okay, crouch along the wall. Seems smart. I fired, which is, you know, here's hoping. Okay. Stop moving. Just aim. The grenade will get them eventually. What if they keep moving out of the grenades area? They get shot. If they fire their grenade, will it go off before I kill them? Yes. Although, it looks like the car may provide us enough cover to not have to worry about it. Yeah, I think we're actually good here. Okay. Wait. We have other units, though. These guys shouldn't just sit and wait. King Flame's going for the King Flame, the patented King Flame flanking maneuver. Why shoot a guy in the front when you could shoot him in the back? That's the King Flame difference. Okay, smart, good play. Fear you may be in a little bit of trouble now, though. Grenade launcher. Yeah, give me that grenade. You... Oh, wait. Sorry. Select the assault rifle. You aim right there. So, like, where can you shoot? Not anywhere useful. This is very unfortunate. Okay. I think we've got this. Yeah. Is it possible to blow up the relic by shooting it with a grenade? Something I probably should have considered. Aha! The mission ends immediately. We don't have to worry about the grenade that was definitely already being fired. Well, I suspect Guest is going to reduce their funding. I've been reported for municipal code violations. Yeah, see, like, this is us getting yelled at by the cops, right? Hold on, let's go to the faction screen and make sure that I'm right about this. If I'm supposed to be the police, that's a thing I should know. We have a prisons authority and a justice authority. And then some kind of Lone Star Knight Errant style private police organization. Yeah, I'm not the cops, okay. Okay, good, that's a load off my mind. So here's the question. Do we want to take the strike team back to here and install the relic in this building? It is currently the case that all of our eggs are in one basket, so to speak, and that has its benefits in that we only have to defend the one basket. But it also means that we could, like, things could go horribly wrong if we're not careful. I think I want to take it back to here. I guess, remember, once the relic is all the way installed, it's no longer a big deal, right? In terms of the plot. After that point, it's just generating cash. Given geometry are taking over new property. Brightling University is conducting field research in this slum housing building. Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to choose to trust that is an okay thing that I should allow to happen. And let's take a contract, shall we? What looks lucrative? They would like the Relic. A lot of people would like the Relic. Set up a checkpoint here and keep a squad there for 6 hours. That is a very out-of-the-way position. Is it possible that Guest is trying to get us to move some of our military units out of the way? I think it's possible. We're going to send the second defense team over here. Don't worry, Knife Guy. We're going to get you some kills. It's going to happen. Maybe not right this second, though. And the base defense squad is now no longer partial as well. So we're firing on basically all of our cylinders here. Why don't we recruit another mercenary, somebody cool. Actually, we should go through our squads real quick and see what we need. So we're probably going to move an assault rifle and like a toxic grenade and the minigun over. So the team could also use... I mean, we should move a pistol over, because the faction leader is sometimes a pistol unit, and this unit being 3 pistols and a scoped rifle is not necessarily good. We should leave this squad with a little bit more power. It's like move the toxic grenade and a pistol and an assault rifle from the other team. So we need something that's kind of long-range effective. You know, we don't have a sniper. Let's get a sniper. It's a vital utility unit. Its slow movement speed must be taken into account. Okay, so we're going to create a new squad. Strike Team 2. I mean, it is the second strike team. It is Strike Team 2. But that's not a very cool name. That's not going to strike fear into anybody's hearts. Hey, I got it. Strike Fear 2. Because if I call them just Strike Fear, I'm going to get them mixed up with the strike team. I'm pretty certain. They still need to be number 2. Okay, this guy goes in there, and then I need to do a little bit of reconfigurating. So this guy, how do I do this? Can I just drag him? You know, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, we're headed back to that location. So what we'll do is you will need to surrender your relic. I know you. I told you I don't trust this guy. I know you understand our desire to establish a lasting and lawful peace in the city. Obviously, no. I'm just gonna attack them. Screw these guys. You know what? Wiping out Safeguard may have to be a medium-term goal for us. I can't work like this. We're in our own territory. Yeah, he stopped us way too close to the building. So there's some local militia who will fight for us. He's got a grenade launcher way over here. Hopefully Pistol Guy can handle that. Now, he does have a rocket launcher. We have to be really careful. Oh, I hate this. Why is the guy with the relic in front? Oh, man. This is unfair. The game never asked me for marching orders. I would not have set our order like this. Well, crud. What is... This is a road, isn't it? What is all this, like, tall garbage in the middle of the road? Well... This is bad. You have to get to cover, man. Right, like, what if they just have at me here? Let's say this guy calls the lead. Engage, disengage. He actually gets killed by assault rifle fire. There's no way to stop this unit from getting killed, is there? This would get me into cover a lot faster? Okay. It's a little bit less safe, though, because if the rocket launcher simply fires at where we currently are... Right, like, if he aims right here. Yeah, that's bad. I guess this can be the plan. Just get far enough back to not get killed by that. Although probably we should get away from the wall entirely, right? Yeah, this sucks. And if he does... Here's the tricky part. Like, what if he decides to lead me or something? What if he thinks I'm going to go this way? We have to account for a huge number of possibilities here. It looks like I don't die this way. Can we just leave? Am I allowed to just leave with that? Oh, hey, we got some dudes over here. I'm not 100% clear on what the rules are here. In theory, I should be allowed to just leave with the Relic, but also wiping out this squad would maybe give us a window. If we could do this without a lot of losses, it might give us a window to weaken Safeguard, like we might be able to take something from them. Because we can't deal with this guy, right? If he's going to be scouring the streets for my dudes and trying to steal relics from us and stuff, he is a long-term threat to the operational safety of the mission. You guys need to get behind some cover over here. I'd really love it if we could kill that dude. I guess direct your aim like here. So that guy is in our aiming arc, but we're still shooting at anybody we can see over here. Far enough away from that we won't get blown up no matter what happens. And unfortunately, the game has placed King Flame in the position where he is least useful. This is an attack. I feel personally attacked here. Alright, let's prime it. I don't think we can do anything safer than this, and we certainly aren't going to get any kills this turn. Okay, they're mostly just moving in. That rocket is... okay. That rocket's going to a position where it... The rocket is a late aim to where we were, it looks like. That guy can just barely see you. Alright, unfortunately, as ever, we cannot control these guys. I do not know how to predict what they will do. This guy has fired a grenade to here. It's just an area denial thing. We do need to deal with him, though. I can't have him over here making my life miserable. Probably this is not a big problem. And I'm thinking, like, if a guy gets over here and kills this dude, he can maybe come up behind these barriers and give us a second angle of fire. If he makes that run, he's not... Yeah, they're not really... They don't really have that range, I don't think. Like, what if this guy closes up? Trying to make sure I'm not going to get murdered here running across the street. I totally am. Yeah, this is not going to work. Not safe. It would be very, very easy for them to kill me doing that. Okay, so what we need to do with this guy is get over here to this low cover. Flamethrower guy just has to keep getting closer, basically. And they're probably going to keep trying to move in. So we have to find a position to take advantage of that. Can't lay down a waypoint anywhere over here. Kind of generally this way. So like if they continue to approach, which we have to assume they will, especially these guys. Okay, we do at least get to do some damage. Forward a little bit and aim that way. Okay, we can try to pace dudes as they approach. Here's the thing about this guy. The grenades, yeah, don't have super great range. If he wants to fight me, he actually has to move over here quite a bit. Maybe I actually want to do... Yeah, I want to keep doing this. If this guy comes into this area, I want to have a bead. You move over very slightly and crouch while aiming up in this direction. Interestingly, I'm not able to shoot at the guy who is shooting at the guy who's right behind that. Oh, he must be shooting at this one. Trying to get my units to actually open fire on the enemies here. Alright, what about this dude? When his second shot goes off... Oh, he's gonna have to move. Like, if he moves to here, maybe? Try not to get killed by this. Basically, what I want to see is if he can get that shot this turn, or if we have a moment to react. It looks like he can't really get it. Oh, he's crouching, though. What if he stops being a big idiot and stands up? Okay, he can fire, but we'll have some time to respond? I think we'll have enough time to respond. This is all wrong. This is just not... This is not going to work. I really don't know what to do here. This is some terrible, terrible positioning. We're not in a spot where I feel good fighting. This has me doing nothing about their rifles, but I can't, right? What can I do?
System primed.
We need their plan to play out a little bit more, because I cannot predict what it is from here.
Hostile.
Rocket launcher is not moving up. They're moving up quite aggressively. This rocket is headed for... nobody. That's just a weird shot that I don't know why he made. How's the rest of this playing out? The rest of this is playing out with them getting me. Alright, grenade guy needs to get around here. I probably just need to take cover. So yeah, grenade guy needs to get around here. He does need to crouch, but I don't want him crouching the whole time. I want him to be able to move. We fire like there. If they continue to advance, that probably still gets them. This guy's aiming this way. Am I... Okay, I'm reasonably safe here. Honestly, we probably fire considerably earlier. And then he just kind of parks himself in this area where he's not vulnerable to very much. So you're going to keep advancing. Invincibly, for quite some period of time for some reason. King Flame is going to have a hard time getting in here. This open street combat stuff, not really well suited to him. Well, he can do that. He can certainly do that. I mean, just maybe we can catch them advancing. Maybe. The pistol guy actually did kill the grenade launcher guy for us, which is super cool. I'm wondering if the right play is just to back up. How long does it take before he can fire? Oh, once again, he's crouching. We need to get the worst case scenario on this rocket launcher. I'm actually kind of curious whether a grenade will go through fire field without exploding. Can we long turn this? I'm gonna give this guy just some insane order at the end here. Oh, the flamethrower stops firing the moment it needs to keep firing. I really want to see this. I think this is a piece of information that could be useful to us. Wait, what happened there? Did the grenade blow up the rocket? I think it does. That's crazy. I have a better way to test this. We will just add a wait command here. Have him wait a second before firing. Okay, the flame field does act as a wall for the rocket. That's amazing. Okay, so that's going to make that safe. And if these guys continue to advance, let's delete that. My guys are just like remarkably not interested in shooting people. Yeah, look at that. Why is he not firing? I actually like this quite a bit. Okay. So this is in his focus diamond. Right. The unit walks into his focus diamond and he just doesn't fire. But then he fires... I was thinking, oh, maybe it's a line of sight thing. Maybe this is like clipping him in a weird way. But then he does shoot at a unit that's over here, which would be way more into the clipping. I don't know. What are these? Are these like bollards? Maybe I have to stand up. Well, let's try to throw a stand up order on top of this. Nope. Standing up kills you. Let's never stand up. Okay, well I'm like reasonably comfortable with this set of orders. I think we're all in pretty safe locations. The flamethrower is doing good work. King Flame cannot be stopped. He will always have an effect. Well, our rifle guy got murdered by an SMG. Is that what just happened? Simultaneously killed each other. And then King Flame does block a rocket and also gets to kill a rifle guy. Because King Flame cannot be stopped. He is the greatest warrior that time has ever known. He'd be a great Battlescape character. And is that what that thing was called? Battlescape? This is going to take a year. He's never going to get to that location. You can hear that thump right at the end. So here's what I'm thinking. This guy's just going to get to cover and aim back at us, right? But that's actually fine by me. He could do that, that's safe for him. What if he goes to here instead? Okay, if he tries to move this way, it seems like he might get stuck on us. What if you continue on site? Huh. That's weird. Issuing the continue on site order seems to have turned his brain off entirely. Sometimes I'm not 100% clear what's going on in this game. Mostly what I'm worried about is, like, I want to rush Rocket Guy with a couple of our units. And I don't much want to get murdered. Yeah, it's like if he sees this dude at all, he completely stops moving. And if that's a faithful recreation of his actions, that actually works out quite well for us. Actually, stay away from the wall a little bit, like engage him from the open. Oh, that's right, I have us on long turns. I'm trying to figure out where we are at the end of a turn. Okay, that's fine. We have plenty of time to figure stuff out from there. This guy probably can stand up and start moving in then. This guy can probably stand up and start moving in, I think. Really, you can't... Okay, hold on a second. What the heck is going on with your pathing? Stand. Okay, I don't know what is happening here. Why do you need to back out that... Stop being weird. I'm just thinking we need to threaten the rocket launcher. Okay. You know what's really cool with this? If we approach their rocket launcher with our flamethrower, and he fires a rocket, and it's in midair at the end of the turn, we can probably just cook it in midair, which is awesome. He's shooting at... Okay, he's shooting at the wall there. Yep, good work. Good work, King. You're doing it. You're the hero we needed at this moment. Alright, we gotta approach cover here. You stop pathing so strangely. So this guy's gonna hide in the corner, which is going to allow him a much better opportunity to defend his rocket launching friend. So my plan is to do this. Yeah, that rocket does not kill us by the time I get there. I'm actually going to have this guy cross entirely, but somewhere around here he's going to do it while looking that way. Okay. So now, if this guy runs up to here, let's say, and aims over here, he's going to have a good shot on several of us. Oh, not good enough, it looks like. You definitely do not want to do that. Just run straight toward him. I like this plan because it lets King really show his character. He's a man who just runs forward while screaming and shooting flames. In all situations. You do not want to be in his apartment when he's trying to make breakfast. Although, I mean, like, listen, I get him. I understand where he's coming from. I like bacon crispy. Okay, so this guy's making a much more aggressive play. He got one of us. That rocket looks like it's... Yeah, looks like it's going a little wide. You only need to move forward a little bit. Is that going to kill him? That cover might... Boy, he is extremely... fireproof. He is extremely literally fireproof. Holy crap, that's terrifying. Alright, you bank that in there. And I guess you need to, like, flank this dude? Or screw this guy. Flank this dude. Seems unlikely that he survives that. Maybe what I want to do here is something like this. Just get kind of close and fire into this area to prevent him from backing up. While this guy watches that in case of, like, this sort of thing. In case he decides he's going to get the drop on me. Ooh. Holy crap. Like, if he's aiming here... Not ideal, but I'll take it. And if he does any other kind of let's move out and forward thing without the aim, he dies. If he tries to run back into here for cover, I don't quite have him, and then he kills the flamethrower. So this needs to be a little bit of a different angle. This is tough. It's tough to predict how this is going to go. Okay, maybe I'm doing this backwards. Maybe the smart play is this, and this guy runs around this side. I'm pretty sure the rocket launcher is dealt with. I get clear before the... Nope. Okay. Maybe you want to get a tiny bit closer. I need to make sure that this unit crosses before that guy opens up. Okay. Yeah, this is a little better. So if in this version, if this guy rushes forward, though... Okay. That's a kill for me. He would have to probably, like, from this moment, be aiming at exactly the point where I am, which means he's going to have to predict the walk. No, if he's focusing in that direction at all, I die. Okay. That's not. There are elements of this that are not ideal. If I'm watching this way, yeah, we can let King cross in front, and when King crosses in front, we can kill the aim. So, like right about here. I'm gonna indicate that location on my screen with my finger. It's somewhere hereabouts. You can cancel your aim. Yep, and then when you get here, start aiming again. All right, let's try out Rocket Man. The pathing. If I fired too deep, that's not going to be lethal. Okay. What if I shoot right here? That'll get him. But then it doesn't get him if he backs off, probably. But my concern is that what he's going to do is run this way. Right, that's the more obvious cover move. Although, again, he's always crouched. He needs to unduck if he is to survive. Yeah. I think he's going to run backward. Does this even get him if he runs backward? Yeah. Alright, he's going to do that. I'm going to pursue him aggressively after the shot. Which is maybe running into my own explosion? Nope, not quite. Not quite fast enough. Alright, I think this is a pretty good set of contingencies. We are ready for a lot of the things they might do here. Okay. Rocket guy is toast. So now we need... Honestly, yeah, this is the safe approach here. We probably want to do something like this. You need to just be looking directly at him, step out just a little bit. Okay, apparently a little bit more than that. But the question is, if he has the shot first, right? He actually doesn't. I assume it's because of the fact that, so like, it's really easy to visualize the way that half cover works. You know, you're crouched behind it or you're not. It's like covering half your body. It's somewhat more difficult to intuit the way that the game's aiming system handles a guy walking out from behind a thing that's occluding him, where like the barrier is a vertical one instead of a horizontal one. But I think that's what's happening here, is that I'm getting the win because I'm not totally visible to him as I'm beginning my aim. Oops. That's probably not right. It's unlikely that there will still be an issue by the time King Flame gets on it. But probably I don't want him to take that shot. Probably what I want him to do is try to, like, run in here. He's definitely just dead, though. Like, what if this guy moves? Yep, he gets me. Maybe the smart play here is actually just to hide behind cover for a second. Wait for the grenade guy to catch up. We can do that. Just deny this guy access to us for a moment. Spend a turn of hiding behind cover. And then when the grenade launcher gets closer, and I actually probably should have him go into ducking mode somewhere around here, I think. Trying to figure out what him getting shot looks like. Looks like maybe I need to do that earlier, but actually it's going to be after the end of the turn. There's no reason for me to engage this dude 2-on-1 when we have a third guy coming, and we can just engage 3-on-1. Okay. Okay, that's a good angle. So if he keeps creeping like this. We may be able to get him here. The thing is, he's aiming, right? He's trying to get that. So the posts and stuff are definitely working in my favor. I'm gonna have this guy duck now. Just no danger. We're gonna have him lose sight of us completely. That happens. And what do I want you to do? I think I kind of want this guy to come around this side. No, we've got cover for the moment. But I'm a little worried that approaching him around this edge is going to lead to him snapshotting me because I'm still in his aiming arc. And what if we were just on opposite sides of him, right? Alright, now where is the spot where I can shoot a grenade that's going to matter? I had to be closer to this stuff to get over. Yeah. It's actually pretty hard for him to shoot a meaningful grenade. No, stay behind the car. I guess what I'm going to have this guy do actually is aim over here. My thought here is we already got this guy covered if he backs up. He may close in to try to get a better shot on the grenade launcher. Actually, I'm going to have this grenade launcher shoot here. And maybe open this up a little bit. I don't think this dude has a lot of options, and I would like to play carefully here to take advantage of that. Turns out King Flame is on top of it. There's no reason for us to take any extra damage, right? We may as well get out of this with 3 units. Okay. Success. Safeguard has changed their diplomatic relationship with you to hostile. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. Alright. Send squad. Strike team. Alright. Also, we definitely, we blew up. Caused public disturbance. You are not wrong. Okay, yes. Store the incursion bomb. Activate the relic. This is the second defense squad. What are they doing? Sorry, what are your orders right now? Oh, right. Sure, they're doing a thing. That matters. Do we want to move units over now? This unit's missing a couple of its assaults. So we could bounce the other assault over. The one that's still alive. And just let these guys sit for 4 hours until they regenerate all the way, which apparently is the full regeneration time. I don't know if we've ever caught it this close to the beginning before. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I do. So let's move Angelo over to Strike Fear. And then Strike Fear needs to run over to the other base to pick up the rest of its units. And then once they're over there, there's a safeguard building or two in that area that we might just want to interact with. Strike Fear 2, the second one, you know. Engineers are activating the relic. Yeah, things are going okay, I guess. What is this? Safeguard are attacking our forces at the second one. Really? Well, I'm sure not surrendering. Shoot, right after the other team leaves. So yeah, Safeguard has declared open war. The bad news is what we have here is a grenade launcher and a flamethrower. The good news is we have our flamethrower. Your units are unaware of the enemy presence. You will not be able to give them orders until they are alerted by seeing an enemy unit, or they will become aware after 24 seconds. Oh my god. Wow, they really brought a team. And I hadn't set up... Yeah, shit. I hadn't set up deployment here with the new squad, so... I guess... Yeah, I don't get to give orders. And both of my units don't do anything naturally when they encounter enemies. So this actually could be a disaster. Okay, well, we're aware. Where's that going to hit? Just opening the wall. That's fair. All of our value is over here. So we have that incursion bond. We have a relic. Okay, so we did have a relic previously installed here. We have the relic that's currently running. I don't remember how many relics we're on right now. It's probably like 4 or 5, right? Probably 5. Okay, so we just have to play really extremely well with a couple of weird, difficult to use units. How am I going to do this? It was nice of them to fire a rocket from all the way over there to wake us up. This is the most dangerous part, right? The assault rifle guys. Although that rocket launcher is certainly not nothing. So I'm going to have the grenade launcher run over to here. That's a safe location, right? Yeah. Trying to take advantage of a little bit of cover here. You know what? Could you route that this way instead? Just make me feel extra safe. I assume their units don't have anywhere near enough movement speed to actually get involved in combat yet. I do expect that all of our militia are going to die horribly in useless ways because they are bad unit types. Wow, it actually might be sensible for me to fire a grenade. Like, aim it here? Actually, it might even be at this node that I fire it. Wait, does that get through? That might be good enough. Hold on. Really, did I actually hit the end of my orders there? Here. This will make that long turn run a little longer. Yeah, that could actually be lethal, potentially. So that's pretty fun. So let's see. They're all coming along this way. They clearly have no interest in using the parking lot entrance. So Flamethrower needs to get into a position where he can defend the other entrances. I don't actually want to run this long turn. Okay, I think that as a short turn, this is pretty reasonable. The good news is that the Strike Fear team is ready to turn around. They're not too terribly far away. Okay, those guys did not run at full speed. Really, hostile neutralized. One of our terrible militia guys killed one of their SMGs. No, the grenade did it. No, the grenade did not do it. What the heck? That's their grenade. Right, is that what's happening here? Yep, they fire a grenade that they ran their own unit into. Well, I'm not going to pretend that it's what I would have done. We may still get a guy with that grenade. That may be the best grenade I've ever fired. This guy is, I think, going to just about reach the location. Okay, if they don't crack open the walls, this is pretty defensible. Okay. We're still kind of waiting for them to get close enough to actually engage in combat. We may be able to get a couple of clean and easy kills here. They're still kind of firing grenades at their own dudes. That's a real chunky salsa kind of situation. If this dude runs in, which I expect he will, he gets pasted by the grenade. The rocket launcher guy is playing way back. I mean, it's still the case this is the dangerous part of this force, right? But I think we've probably got that guy. Now keep in mind, I'm not 100% clear on what the visibility rules are, and it's possible that they don't have vision of all of our units inside the base. Also, I have no idea what this guy's doing, but Maybe he's going to establish a flank? It's not impossible. If the rifles advance on us, it is not at all impossible that this guy could clip that rocket launcher. I'm going to do this just in case, even though I don't think it can be useful. I'm pretty sure if this guy approaches, he gets grenaded. What am I going to do with you? I guess the big danger is not that he goes for the door, because the grenades are covering the door, but that he goes like this, right? Oh, he's definitely going to still get grenaded. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Let's see what they do for another 5 seconds. Okay, good grenade work. Oh wow, that rocket is deep. That's gonna kill their grenade launcher? No, it is not. His grenade gets stopped by the fire. Then you do one of these. Better make sure I don't get shot. I do in fact get shot. So maybe this isn't worth doing. Like, obviously it would be great if that guy was dead, but we can maybe handle this in a smarter way. Something like this. Like, what if he just moves along here? We don't issue that order, but we instead get over here where there will still be cover. If he's moving forward, the fire blocking the grenade kills him. So that would be pretty fun. Let's assume that he's smart enough to figure that out, and he decides to wait 1 second and then move forward. Okay, then my grenade gets him pretty easily. You, after fighting that grenade, need to get back into cover. Always back into cover. So yeah, you fire like immediately. Okay. Alright, I am comfortable committing these orders. I'm trying to keep an eye on... Oh, Pistol Guy's like going back to play defense on the goods, I guess. That's reasonable. So, basically my plan here, if this is not clear, is that we're going to continually fall back as the cover keeps getting stripped. They're gonna keep excavating into our base, and if these rifle guys approach as they're doing that, we may be able to get them with clever traps. We certainly can't just like shoot them. Cleverness is a requirement. I'm really hoping that guy's just gonna follow his grenade because he doesn't. The AI is not able to put together that that's dangerous. Yep, that is exactly what happened. That's gonna hit that outer wall? Okay. Not a big deal. If this guy runs forward, does he get pasted by the rocket? He does not. So I have to be really cautious, right? I have to deny them angles of fire. If I do something like this, I don't get shot. I am blocking, like, if he's trying to get in here, I could kill him that way. He's probably going to be a little bit more cautious than that, but this is a zero danger move, so may as well make it. And then you get to keep doing this thing. Just launch the grenades deep and hope. Not really trying to catch the front guy here. I'm trying to catch this dude. But we'll see what their actual movement plan is. So if this guy has decided instead to advance on grenade launcher, does grenade launcher die? No. He doesn't kill, but he doesn't die. So we do that shot to block that direction. Then we have this shot to block this direction. I actually really like this plan. I sure hope that pistol dude is figuring out that the battle's not going to be over there anytime soon. You know what? Maybe he has figured that out, and that's why he's over there. I don't think that's necessarily a bad plan on his part. Ah, look at this, look at this. Guy thinks he's clever, but you know who's actually clever? King Flame. Oop. King Flame needs to move. Uh-oh, King Flame might be dead, right? Because he's firing right now. Yep, he can't move. Okay. Well, that's bad. By the way, like, transparently cheating, right? This guy definitely knew this was going to happen, and that's why he stopped there. Right, so I gotta go over here, and then I have to shoot like this, but I have to wait until the flames wear off. So let's throw a weight in here, move it above that, and then... That's too much weight. It's too much weight. Probably actually even shallower than that, right? Then obviously you need to probably do this. Yeah, that might work. King Flame is he is too rocket launched, unfortunately. What if instead of trying to run, he were to just do this? Come on. Ah, no, his shot doesn't end before the rocket hits him. That's a shame. You should be able to tell those units to cool it and get. Look at this level of cowardice. Not enough to save you, it turns out. Okay, so we're getting close here. I think when we get to the point where it's grenade guy versus rocket guy, that's going to be tricky. So if he tries to just run through, this is far too deep. That's my primary concern, right? Really, that doesn't get him. So here's the thing. This is one of two things is going to happen here. This guy's going to run all the way through like this, trying to get aggressive, or he's going to move to like here behind this cover and stop. I was hoping that we could take a shot that would deal with both of those situations, but it looks like we probably cannot. That's not bad. I think this actually doesn't hit him if he stands right here. I think the corner is going to occlude the blast. Okay, but if he stands out here to try to get the shot on me... It's not a bad shot. There are a lot of things about that shot I like. What if he goes this way? He might do this thing to try to wrap around. If he does, I don't think I actually have a play for that. Probably what this should be like this. Do I have 5 seconds of movement queued up here? About. This is an okay place to stop. Okay. I'm comfortable with it. This punishes him for trying to play aggressively, and if he doesn't try to play aggressively, then we have the opportunity to punish him for trying to move in next turn. Oh, he's moving in. He's moving in. Oh, he stopped. That's a kill. Okay. Just you and me, Rocket Man. That was nice of you. How do we want to approach this? This is super dangerous. So I have to be away from walls, is how we want to approach this. I think actually what I want to do is let him do that, and then move into that opening and just go after him. Because I can shoot close and he can't. Am I allowed to like just manually force it? Like, right, this is a problem. You see what I'm... Never mind. Never mind the weight. Yeah, just run through here, I guess. Because I can be in the middle of the street and fight him in the middle of the street, and that works out. It doesn't work so well for him. I guess I could long turn this. I don't think we're in any particular danger on this plan. Like, let's say this guy correctly predicts basically what we're going to do and shoots here. Okay, he'd have to wait. No, he wouldn't. Waiting doesn't even help. We take a pretty wide path here. Alright. I'm comfortable with this. I think we're actually going to get out of this. This is remarkable. It certainly helps that we had some dudes out on the street as distractions, and then it also is helpful that at one point they shot one of their guys with a grenade launcher. Oh, what's up now, Rocket Guy? It's on. This is like this is some fistful of dollars stuff right here. Stay in the open. He actually, maybe I should stay right here, because he kind of can't damage me where I'm at right now. Okay, don't stay dead in the middle of the street so that you do not end up dead in the middle of the street. I think he's gonna run behind the car. He's gonna maybe not even fire, because he hasn't been firing, but I do think he's gonna run behind that car. Well, I will delete his car. Pistol guy, I get what you're doing. He's crouched, he's diamond in the doorway here, but I could really use some help out here, man. Alright. Let's... Oh, I have long... Yeah, whatever. If you have long turns enabled, it runs until you run out of orders. But if you've given it less than 5 seconds worth of orders, does it...
You are victorious.
Oh, and the rocket explosion doesn't even happen. If you've given it less than 5 seconds of orders, does it still run out to 5 seconds? This is a huge embarrassment for Safeguard. I can't even believe this. I can't believe this happened. Okay, well. Relic being used, we managed to hold on. We have a call from Etpar. Gee, I wonder what he has to say. I have something to discuss. You may have repelled us this time, but I haven't taken my eye off Division 3, the second one. You know, not the first division, not this one, that one. You won't be able to see us coming next time. I didn't see you coming this time. It didn't seem to make much of a difference. I have demands. Give me money. All of it. Oh, now you've done it. This means war. Okay, so we gotta blow up Safeguard. What is the deal with this? Here they have just their core base defense squad. Both of their strike teams are... Right, because I just killed both of their strike teams. Okay, this is where we're going to call the episode for today. Tomorrow's episode is going to open up with some well-earned violence. Thank you all so much for watching. This this new credit screen is kind of appropriate. Come back next time. We're wiping Safeguard off the map. This is going to be awesome. And we'll see you then.